out that your feathering is actually on 200 or something, then you'll have to start again. So watch that feathering and make sure, if you want to test a bit first to make sure it's going to feather it how you want it to, then do that. So if I've got a setting of 3 in here, now I might want to just test a little area like this and go, well, that's okay, or I want a bit less, or I want a bit more, I want to make the feathering higher or lower. As a rule, I leave it on 0 and set it as I'm going with each project. That way you can't really make any mistakes, because on 0 you could copy around something detailed like this, and then if I wanted to feather it at this point, I could go select, come down to modify and go to feather and set that anyway. So that gives you the option with it being set to 0. That's a little tip for you, and honestly that will help you, because so many times I've gone round cutting people out and things and then found that my feather was on 200 and gone, oh god, I've got to start again and go around that object again, and it's a nightmare. So there you've got that tool where you can drag out around. You've also got another tools in here. One is the lasso tool, which is free, so you can basically just draw away and then let go and it will join up. Wherever you let go, that will join as a straight line. So be careful, because you might be drawing and then your finger might slip off the mouse and like, oh god. You've got to continue. There are ways around this, as I will show you now. If you press if you've made a selection and you need to add to it, you can press the shift key. You'll see that the lasso tool brings up a little plus sign. It means you're adding to the selection. Now the selection is anything inside here. If I inversed it round here, it would be anything inside here, but this wouldn't be affected. We'll cover this later, so don't worry. But the plus means you can add to it. So I can go around here now, carry it on, then loop it back and then let go, and it's added. And also the Alt key, or it's the Apple key on a Mac, you can do this. You can come in and you can take parts away. So I could come in here and take parts away from the selection. And this you can do on all of the tools, so I can minus this, all the tools, the same thing. Right, so that's that one. So the lasso tool there. You've got the magneto tool. This is quite handy. There are tolerances on this, but basically it allows you to basically bring the mouse close to 2 colours that are different and trace around it quite quickly. Be careful, it's not that accurate. I go round, meet back and let go, and it's traced it quite neatly. So that's that option. Again, you can use the add tool with that as well. So you can use the shift or the alt to do that. I'm zooming back out, so I'm pressing Control 0. Just brings it up. And if I use the Control plus or the Control plus or minus, you can zoom in and out. Control Control 0, sorry, just frames it all. Okay, right, so we've covered the move tool, the common tools, this tool, and now we've got the magic wand tool. This is quite useful. If, for instance, I want to view this actual pixels, so there you go. If I wanted to just select anything that's black, I can use the magic wand tool and just click in here. And you'll notice that it hasn't done it exactly black. Now that's to do with the tolerance setting. So let's have a play with that. Come down here and have a look. It's done quite a bit of white because, unbeknown to us, there is a gradient that comes out here and hits that. So I'm going to deselect it and change my tolerance setting, and I'm going to change it down to 10, and now I'm going to click. Still too high. Let's put it to 2. It's acting a bit strange, probably because of the black on there. It's probably going to be better for me to grab an image. Let's just grab an image from the internet. Oh, I better be careful because can't break any copyrights. Just grab an image that I've got in here. Let's find a good image that I can cut things out from. That's not bad. Okay, I've got a picture of a swan's head that I took the other week in Bushy Park. Okay, look, here we go. So we've got my image of my swan's head, and I'm going to just change the adjustments. None of the levels have been changed with this. That's pretty good. Okay, now here we go. So I've got a tolerance of 60. Click in here, and look, it's taken it right in, but it's taken a bit of the white out because the white's got some blue in there. So I'll deselect that and set the tolerance down to 32. So less, look at it now, but using the plus tool, so that's a shift, I can add to that selection. And now I can change this to a layer and delete it. And there we go. Magically, we've cut the swan's head out without having to draw right the way around it. Be careful, it's not that accurate. Then I could go ahead and put my own kind of blue in there. And there you go, we've cut it out. You'll notice it's very sharp, and you might well want to use the magic wand tool once you've cut it out. Put it in there and then go select, modify, and then feather it just by 3. It's quite a large image this, so 3 should be fine. Then I'm going to double click it, and then I'm going to deselect. Notice it's a lot softer. Now I'll do that quite extreme, just to show you the effects of extreme feathering. 300. Oh, I've got a maximum value of 250. So now I'm feathering at 250, and yeah, the selection's feathered and rounded off so much that it's cut it all down, but you can see, look, that's too much feathering on that. So that gives you an idea about the feathering options there. And I'm just going to take this back to what we originally had it, so I can carry on working with it, and like so. Okay, right, so that's the magic wand. This is the quick selection tool. Allows you to select areas and sort of